want to ask you about it, but just to summarize what you said about the getting out of rut. So it's starting with walking, introducing gymming a bit later, and cycling. Positive messages in your ear when you're walking, and focusing on your nutrition and your meditation. Anything else in addition to that?
I would add in little bits here and there, but they weren't as consistent. And what I mean by that is I knew that those other things that we just identified and you repeated, those are the ones that if I do it every day, good things happen. You know what I mean? Like just good things happen. Like I feel better. And when I'm feeling better, it's interesting, but you know, we do have this reticular activation system, as the psychologist will maintain, right? Or the neuroscientist. And this is part of our subconscious that basically helps us recognize the things that we want at times. You know, and they often use the old story of like, yeah, just imagine you want to buy a pink Cadillac, right? So all of a sudden you tell yourself, I want a pink Cadillac. And it's like, you never remember seeing pink Cadillacs in the street or in parking lots or anything. Next thing you know, wow, there's a pink Cadillac. Oh my gosh, I just saw another one. And you know, like, your subconscious becomes programmed, or at least sensitive, to this want that we've established consciously. And so this reticular activation system can work to our advantage. And I know some people will call it the law of attraction, and I'm sure that plays into it as well. But this idea of putting out there and getting our subconscious to help us realize some of these things, it can be used to our advantage, you know? And for me, I knew that there was I had done a lot of visioning. You know, that's the advantage of journaling. With journaling, we can write what's real and what's alive for us right now. But also we can start to set or cast some visions, you know, of what we want or what we're working towards. And in going through that process, you know, we are letting the subconscious in on something, saying, hey, you know, these are some things I really want. And yet it gets to work. You know, when we're sleeping, that subconscious is still running, you know, and when we wake up, it's still there in the background. That programming is always going. And all of a sudden, I started to find myself more aware of opportunities to lean in and do things that would make me feel good. And things that would make me feel good in a healthy way. I should qualify that, okay? And so that started to happen. You know, I'd get invited, hey, do you want to go for a hike? Yeah, you know what? I do. I know there's a great invitation that's aligned with the things that I'm wanting right now. Plus, I want deeper connection with other people. Yes, I'm going to say yes to that. And so all of a sudden I found myself attracting these types of opportunities. And I was very quick to say yes when presented with those, as long as it was in alignment with not only my values, but my wants and my needs at that time. You know, and I will tell this to everybody, you know, you have to get selfish about your own mental health. You know, you do. Like as much as we're going to look to others to support us with that, they can't do it for us. You know, it's still on us to do certain things, certain habits, making rituals, to really take full ownership of the changes that we're wanting. If we're not the ones that are instigating and pushing those forward, it might be a long waiting for somebody else to do that for us, if ever, you know, and believe me, I've been there and I realized this. And all I can say is just start with one thing. And if you're open to it, just walk. 30 minutes a day, get outside, have some fun, get some fresh air, listen to some good tunes or a positive message, maybe a TED Talk or an audiobook. But just that will have an impact if you're consistent with it. Just try it for 1 week, just 1 week, and see how much can improve in just 1 week by doing that one activity. And then from there, you know, you can start to layer other things in. But just start with the bare minimum and be consistent with it.